What's up, everybody? This is my Minecraft tour for my Minecraft world, episode 1. So, I only started this world, a little bit ago. We're actually gonna start it. We're gonna start it over here. I'm gonna go all the way over here, and you're just gonna see what I'm gonna do. Um, as we're kind of walking over here, we're gonna get a little intro, little like cinematic going on. Um, I'm just gonna apologize for the lower quality. This is all my this resolution is all my PC can really handle right now, and I recently got a new mic. Um, Let me know how that sounds. Make sure to keep on watching because there's gonna be a little secret at the end. All right, so right here, um, I actually when I first spawned in, I spawned in where we kind of walked over, and I kind of saw this area, and I was like, "Wow, this is nice. I'm gonna put a wheat farm there because there's this natural kind of waterfall here." And I just thought I could just use that for my wheat farm to feed my cows. Um, I'm pretty sure I have like footage of what it used to look like. Put that on screen right now, John. Put that on screen right now, John. Actually, while I'm talking, I'm just gonna really quickly harvest all of this. I'm just This is pretty good. We walk up here, and I actually built this. This is not natural. I built this staircase. Um, I built it because sometimes I would stomp on the crops if I were to fall, right? And that's the one downside to this farm, right? It's sometimes you accidentally, stomp on a few wheat or so, right? And that's okay, but it's a little annoying, right? Um, this is not gonna grow because it doesn't have any light. I'm not gonna fix that right now. So we walk up here and we see, oh wow, would you look at that? A nice little carpet for for my guests. We walk in. This is my first little house, my first pickaxe ever made, and my beds. This is where I lived for the majority of building this. And mind you, you might have seen in the little footage that I showed off if I did it. Most of this was actually stone, and I made the grass kind of grow down because I think it looked nice. I think it looked quite good. We're not gonna show you the little house. Actually, okay, I'll show you a little bit. Um, I quite like the different stones in the game, so I decided to use that in my little hobbit house. That I'm gonna do. I'm gonna need to go to sleep in a little bit, actually. Okay, maybe I'll talk more about this. Maybe I'll talk more. Oh yeah, also tough. This is a cool block. I quite like it. I quite like it with the texture pack that I'm using right now. Um, a few storage, storage. I don't have a lot of blocks actually. And you may see I'm using copper tools actually, which is quite unpopular, but I have spent probably only 40 minutes in the mines. And I know that might seem crazy because of the amount of diamonds I have plus that. Um but I haven't really done that much in this world except, do what I want and build. Yeah, but I kind of wanted this house to be kind of built into the mountain here, and you're going to see with that house I kind of kept that same mindset. If we walk up here, we see that I made a little orchard. And I collect apples and saplings. This is because I never really wanted to walk all the way over there to cut trees, and also, oh fuck. And also, I'm cutting down natural forest. I want to cut down my own trees that I plant. So it's ethical. We walk here, believe it or not, this is actually not natural right here. It's not natural. This is actually, I built this, I smelted up some stone, and I put some of the dirt so I can cross. And I thought that was kind of a genius idea. I thought it was kind of smart. Over here on my animals, I don't really know why I kept the sheep and the cow together. It was kind of stupid. I'm not gonna feed them out of frustration. Over here, this is the house that I just built this morning. I woke up at around 3 p.m. and decided I was gonna play Minecraft. Okay, over here, it's not that well established actually. And I have this little stone block and sapling to remind me of where I came from. And I came from, you're not gonna believe this. Just wait. Just wait. This ladder leads to where I came from, which is the little hobbit hole. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool, I know. I know, I quite like that. But now the problem is I have to go all the way back up because I wasn't finished talking about my house. So I haven't really, I don't think I'm gonna be really using this house other than for like storage or when I'm up here. Oh, this is also pretty cool. I'm gonna have to build up to show you this because it's kind of hard to see. Look at that. Little chimney action. I don't know why they put because I didn't build this. They did. They put the fire like on top of the chimney. I think they thought like I think they thought I had the luxury of using particle effects on my shitbox PC, but no. We're gonna walk over here. I haven't really built anything over here, but I just want to show you my plans on what I'm gonna do next in this world. So over here, yeah, there's this little like area, and I was thinking maybe I can make this a canal that leads into the little area that I have. And this zone, oh wow, naturally generated. This just looks wonderful. This just looks amazing, right? And I was thinking, if I ever get villagers to move in, I'd put them here. And I'd have a little farm. I'd have a little farm, just kind of just like they'd be able to harvest it. There'd be a blacksmith and whatnot. So yeah, that's my little plan. That's my plan there. And yeah, so we got that. Also, eventually, once I got enough wheat for my wheat farm, I'm gonna maybe tame a horse. Yeah, that's actually about it. I haven't really made that much progress. I just kind of wanted to show you guys kind of what I've done. Also, you know what? I'll even show you my skin. I made it a little while ago, actually. And I quite like it. I can't really show you actually the different like things on like the symbol. Yeah, cool. We got my Minecraft skin. Also, my name is actually, look at that. It's not taken. You'd think it'd be taken, but it's not. Alright, so now we gotta do the little surprise at the end. I don't know if I said anything about a surprise, but there's a little surprise at the end. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read you a little excerpt of a story. Okay? Just give me a second. I gotta get it ready. I kind of have to be tabbed out for me to read this. So, we're gonna have a little B-roll of my little Minecraft world, or maybe just gameplay running in the background while I read this story. So this is a little excerpt, from something. So, I'm just gonna start reading it right now. And some of these excerpts might not be in order in future episodes, so watch out. You wake up on a weekend, 2 p.m., you haven't left your house in what feels like years, despite you waking up feeling relatively the same as the day before and the day before that. Today was going to be different. You brush your teeth and get dressed as if you had places to be, but the only thing on your to-do list was to just go. You don't know what you were doing. You don't know what you were going to do. Walk a path you never went down, go deeper into the woods than you ever had before. Both of those options were not mutually exclusive, so you decide to do both. Before you make any progress, you see a broken water cooler on the path. Thinking nothing of it, you decide to just walk around it. As you walk further and farther away, you hear a little man screaming at you. Hey! Hey you! Puzzled, you look around, searching for the source of the voice. The piece of trash you just walked past? You walk back to the water cooler. Okay, geez, I'm nervous. Unscrew the water cooler on the top. Unscrew it. You unscrew the water jug on top of the water cooler. Moron. You are then suddenly knocked out. You have made a mistake. In your quest of trying to make this day different, you've put yourself in danger. Waking up feels like you were transported millions of miles in an instant. You throw up because of this feeling of whiplash. You were out for a really long time. You then look around, hoping to God that this place is, oh wait, hold on. Let me redo that line. You then look around, hoping to God this is a place you know. It's not. The tree leaves are a washed out green and the dirt just doesn't feel right. It feels like you're in a dream, a weird one. You look behind you and thousands of bunched up trees block your way. You have to go forward. As you move forward, it begins to rain. You see a house up ahead with lights on. Maybe, just maybe, they let you in and use their home phone to call home. I'll read that again. You see a house up ahead with the lights on, and maybe, just maybe, they'd let you in and use their home phone so you can call home. You start to run. Wait! Screamed a voice. And like an annoying pop-up, an amalgamated creature of what looks like unused assets and garbage nobody wants starts to chase after you. You continue running. Fine! Groans the weirdo. The weirdo then snaps his fingers and you are frozen in place. He then finally catches up to you and bends over, catching his breath. Why were you running like I was gonna hurt you? All of a sudden, he perks up and instantly recovers from the amount of running he did. Okay, listen. I know who you are. You wanted something different. Today was gonna be different. Getting a closer look at the weirdo, you notice he doesn't look anything like a human or even a robot. Both of his eyes are floating, same with his mouth. His ribs are exposed and his legs are made up of vines. His arms are like rubber bands. There was one physical trait, however, that gave away what he even was. In the middle of his ribcage, a jug of water is protected. This weirdo was a water cooler. Hello? Oh, you're kind of looking at me like everyone else does. I thought you were going to be different, because today was going to be different, water cooler says. You snap out of it and look into his eyes, and you notice one eye is bigger than the other. You start staring at the bigger one. Now the eyes! Fuck you, man! You snap out of it again, and you think about saying sorry. You don't. Whatever, dude. Because you examined me thoroughly and made me self-conscious, you probably figured out what I am. This freak, standing right in front of you, is a water cooler, he says. While saying this, he looks at his watch. You're new here, and I brought you here, so I was wondering if we could be friends. You know, me and you aren't too dissimilar, and we both want something different. As he blabs on, he disappears. Suddenly, literally in front of your face, gone. Like he wasn't supposed to be here in the first place. You wonder if that's going to happen to you. The house you were aiming to stay in to keep warm was... The house you were aiming to stay in to keep warm has its lights turned off. Damn it. I doubt they let me in if I were to wake them. Despite this path being surrounded by densely packed trees, you see what seems to be a fire to your left. You push away branches and stomp down bushes to get closer to the fire. As you move towards it, you wonder, how has it not been put out? The rain has only gotten heavier, and this question bothers you even more when you reach the fire. The trees that should have been protecting the fire to keep it from being put out aren't there. It's just an empty sky above the fire, with rain pouring on top of it. You shrug it off and sit down. You sit down next to the fire and warm up your hands. As time passes, the rain stops and you get warmer and sleepier. Just as you think it's safe to fall asleep, you hear rustling in the bushes. End of excerpt. So obviously, that little piece of story info was the beginning of the story. Next excerpt will not be. Sorry. It's just the order that I found them in, so, I just gotta figure it out, right? Yeah. Maybe I won't do gameplay in the background of that excerpt. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm planning to do like a little thing like weekly of like what's going on. Yeah. Bye.